Hi everybody, welcome to EduTap, and in today's video on NABARD grade A preparation, we are going to understand that when we have to study ESI and ARD for the cycle, how much depth is required, in how much depth we should cover the syllabus, and why are we going to cover it. Why? Because see, first of all, ESI and ARD, they play role both in phase 1 and phase 2. In phase 1 they has a lot of weightage. 80 marks are directly from these two subjects, and in phase, and we know that phase 2 the marks are counted in the final merit list. So whatever you will be scoring in these subjects, it will help you to land to the final merit list. So it's very important to understand that when you have to cover these the syllabus of these subjects, how you have to approach it, right? So we will talk about it, but before that, here's an announcement that if you are complete beginner, you don't know about this examination, you can download this e-guidebook, which is free of cost, that we have made for you, which includes everything starting off about the organization, the life there, the training life and everything, and then all about the recruitment process, how many phases are there, what is the pattern of each phase, and all about the each phases, like about the syllabus, about the previous year cutoffs, what it says about the difficulty level of the exam and everything. So do not miss the opportunity. You can download these e-guidebooks. Again, the description, the link of it is given in the description box below. Okay. Now let's first talk about the weightage, right? First we have to understand that why are we even discussing these two subjects only, why we are not talking about other subjects in this particular video. We are saying because in AR, if we talk about ARD in ESI phase 1 may ARD is of 40 marks. So in your phase 1 you have total 8 subject, and only 2 subjects are of this much marks, and that is your ESI and ARD only. ARD is of 40 marks, ESI is of 40 marks, rest of your subjects are of 20 marks each. Just English is your 30 marks, and decision making 10 marks. बाकी सारे आपके सब्जेक्ट 20 marks के होते हैं, but these are like 40 marks each. ठीक है. And in phase 2 maybe you have like overall 100 marks ESI, but if you talk about the objective वाला portion, तो वो 50 marks का होता है, which is mentioned over here. ठीक है. And 50 marks descriptive writing is there. ठीक है. So if you see in phase 1 the static means what? The theoretical portion. So out of 40 marks that are there in ARD overall marks, 30 to 32 questions you directly see from the theoretical, the bookish knowledge. For example, what I mean is the bookish knowledge that you should have, and current affairs is of your 8 to 10 marks. यही बात अगर हम ESI की बात करें in phase 1, which is out of 40 marks, it's completely opposite. Here in fact in some cases it has been observed that 40 on 40 questions have been there from current affairs in phase 1, and none of the questions have been there from the static. However, if we go for longer years analysis, means more years we include in the analysis, on an average we can say 1 to 5 marks. And let me tell you, even 5 marks is like very much. Sometimes no questions are there from static, and if there will be there, 1 or 2 questions are there. Okay. So that is we have to first understand for phase 1. Now coming to phase 2, in phase 2 we have 50 marks objective, 50 marks descriptive I have talked separately. Here I am just talking about the objective or the multiple choice question. So those are further divided into 25. Out of the 50 marks that are from the multiple choice question, 25 you get from ARD, 25 you get from ESI. तो यहाँ पे भी we have to understand that what is the weightage. See, why are we understanding the weightage? Because then only first of all we will focus on that part. Like for example in ARD, now I know that weightage is more of static, so I will more focus on the bookish knowledge. While in ESI, if I have time constraint, I will focus more on current affairs, ठीक है, and less on static if I am willing to clear that particular section in the limited time period, ठीक है. So here if you look at it, static and current affairs in phase 2 they are almost like equal, but if sometimes the weightage has to be on one side, so it has observed that it's have always been on the static side. मतलब या तो equal आएंगे, but if this disproportion will be there, so more question will be from static and less will be from current affair. ठीक है. और अगर phase 2 की बात करें ESI की, तो यहाँ पे static के question फिर भी 1 2 you can observe, but here current affairs still it has majority of portion. ठीक है. So first of all, what we get to know about it, we get to know that we have to focus more on ARD book knowledge, theoretical, the syllabus that has been given, and ESI में हमको थोड़ा कम भी if we look at it, it will work for us. देखो, this I am saying only for the people who are going for NABARD Grade 2025 cycle. For 2026 kids, I would still say, or the aspirants who are preparing for 2026, I would recommend them please cover all the syllabus, because that helps you with the descriptive writing. ठीक है. अब when we have looked at the weightage, now let's see the syllabus. And syllabus if you see it is in sync with what is the weightage of the section. जैसे for example if you see ARD का इतना सारा syllabus है, ठीक है, ARD it has touched majority of the topics, basic agriculture, agronomy, which is one of the branch of agriculture, different farming pattern, cropping systems that are there, seed has been touched, meteorology, basically you know that the weather conditions are very important for agriculture, right? So meteorology is that branch. So agrometeorology is also that subject. Water resource, water is required in agriculture. Farming engineering means instruments, there are so much equipments that are used in agriculture, वो सब plantation and horticulture. Animal husbandry, fisheries, सभी सारे points है, those has been touched. Forestry, agriculture extension, ecology and climate change, and then current affairs also, like present scenarios क्या है, rural development, rural population, पंचायती राज institution, and some of the schemes that work for the rural development. ठीक है, तो ये इतना बड़ा आपका syllabus है, and the questions, the weightage of the questions that are asked from it, it is justified because you have been given enough of syllabus, and that is why the content is more that is being asked. ठीक है, talking about ESI, so this is only the syllabus, ठीक है, and if you look at it, the questions whichever has been touched from here, like social issues, जैसे social issues topic है, so you can understand that from social issues you are getting more of the करंट अफेयर सॉर्ट ऑफ क्वेश्चन. एजुकेशन में भी एजुकेशन, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन की कोई आपकी स्कीम्स है, सोशियो इकोनॉमिक क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है, सोशल स्ट्रक्चर्स इन इंडिया, ठीक है, तो इसका द रिकमेंडेशन इज दैट you can read it once, like once you can read what is social structure of India. Here you don't have to mug up things, right? Here if you read it once, like what is the social structure that exists in India, what is multiculturalism, demographic trends क्या होते हैं, what is urbanization and migration, if you have read it once, you can add on your answers to it, right? Here are not the things where you have to memorize things, but yes, this portion, the first half of the syllabus, this is from where the multiple choice questions are asked, and here is something that mugging up has to be done. Like for example inflation, ठीक है, तो inflation का definition okay you can understand, but there are various types of inflation, and when MCQs are formed from the ESIs, then such questions are asked. They would ask you, they can give you definition of an inflation, and they can ask you what type of inflation is this, है ना, तो ऐसे टाइप के क्वेश्चन बन जाते हैं. सो दिस इज द सिलेबस दैट यू कैन फॉलो. नाउ लेट्स सी प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन. नाउ कमिंग टू द मेन पार्ट ऑफ आवर टॉक, that is in how much depth to study. ठीक है, it has been observed that in phase 1 the questions of ESI and ARD are still direct, ठीक है, where you must be aware of terminology, where surface level of questions are asked. But in phase 2 it has been observed a little bit of application based questions are asked, means directly questions are not asked, but in a twisted manner, where if you have the concept clarity then only you can answer it. ठीक है, जैसे एक बार देखते questions, then let's understand. If you talk about these ARD static question है phase 1 के, so straightforward, what is the process of separating cow from its mother called? So they have given you a description, you have to tell the terminology. ठीक है, that's like surface level question है ना, जैसे आपको सीधा पूछ लिया, like for example I've asked you what is inflation, ठीक है, so now that's a direct question, ठीक है. But if I give you a scenario, certain scenario, that RBI has recently this and this and that, why it has done, okay, so then it becomes an indirect question. So this is what I'm talking about, that currently if you're talking about phase 1, you're looking at straightforward questions are asked. What is the term for the progeny seed, progeny of breeder seed produced, okay, again description was given, that what is the progeny of breeder seed, so you have to identify. Direct, again a direct question, okay. Which among the following is a post-harvest process, okay, so it's observed in phase 1 a lot that they describe you with a lot of things and they ask you a lot of terminology. So I do agree when you say, ma'am, okay, so here we would have to have a lot of mug up of things in ARD, but that we already told before, right? ARD में आपको ये करना पड़ेगा, but the level of question in phase 1 are still doable. They have direct approach in that. And even if you look for the current affairs question, that is also very straightforward. Which of the following state has the highest milk producing? तो ये आपकी report आती है, basic animal husbandry statistic. It is published every year in November. लास्ट ईयर भी आई थी, तो उससे क्वेश्चन बना था. इंडिया नेट जीरो टारगेट कॉप 26 का कितना है? अगेन अ वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन. सिमिलरली, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर द एलिजिबल बेनिफिशरीज? आई वांट टू एम्फसाइज ऑन दिस क्वेश्चन एज ऑफ नाउ बिकॉज व्हेन आई शो यू द फेज 2 क्वेश्चन यू विल अंडरस्टैंड द डिफरेंस. ठीक है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर एलिजिबल बेनिफिशरीज अंडर प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना ग्रामीण स्कीम? ठीक है, सो दे हैव आस्क्ड यू अ डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन कि एलिजिबल बेनिफिशरीज बता दो. ठीक है, बट देन हेयर इफ यू कंपेयर द क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम फेज 2, Now we have come to phase 2. What they do, for example, for a forestry or agroforestry section, they have given a paragraph. So in phase 2, a lot of paragraph based questions are observed. There what happens, paragraph is given and then from there one or two questions are asked. ठीक है, ऐसे क्वेश्चन बनते हैं. अब जैसे इन्होंने पैराग्राफ दे दिया था, अब if you look at it, which of the following options represent land use system involving deliberate management of multi-purpose trees, and एक definition again आपको दी थी, but ये जो definition है ये आपकी कोर फॉरेस्ट्री में नहीं आती है. दिस डेफिनेशन और द क्वेश्चन दैट वाज आस्क्ड ऑफ द होमस्टेड फॉरेस्ट्री, दिस इज नॉट योर कोर फॉरेस्ट्री. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे a little bit in-depth knowledge was required, where in phase 1 we have seen from the topics that have been given to you, very surface level question, the basic question has been asked. Now we have observed in phase 2 in ARD, a little bit in-depth knowledge is required, and this not only for this year we have observed but for previous years as well. In phase 1 direct questions have been asked, while in phase 2 a little bit in-depth knowledge, a little bit application based questions are asked. जैसे for example question number 2, that is again from the same paragraph. ठीक है, what are the ideal characteristics of trees for growth in high forest ecosystem? So basically in high forest, the name itself suggests high forest ecosystem. So in high forest your growth should be more of the trees, and low allelopathy. What is allelopathy? So simply you can say in allelopathy, plants they reduce their competition by releasing some chemicals, and when those chemicals are released, no other trees or plants they can go nearby. So this is the concept of allelopathy. Now if the question was asked that high forest ecosystem का क्या कैसे बनेगा, so definitely their allelopathy should be low. If that toxicity is low, there will be more chances of growth of trees, right? तो ये option number B था. So this, when you will study concepts, you will know what is high forest ecosystem, right? But here they have asked you indirectly, they have asked you to implement your knowledge and then answer this question. And even though many people might have read this question, but in examination some of them did get confused, because they knew what is allelopathy, they knew what is high forest ecosystem, but when it came to apply that knowledge, some of them got stuck. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे phase 2 में observation है. Another question I'll tell you that I have been asked in 2024 only. Paragraph एक दिया था and उससे some like statements were given, and then which of the following can be grown in season A. So season were given and then you had to like identify. So यहाँ पे आपको in-depth knowledge होनी चाहिए. You should know that in winter season what crops are grown, in monsoon season what crops are grown, in summer season what are the like most common. जैसे आपकी जो सारे example है, these are of your common crops only. Everybody know what is jute, ठीक है. Everybody know what is bajra, sesame is till, everybody know about it. Bitter gourd is your karela, chickpea is your chana, everybody know about it, right? These are very common crops that are there, and the question was asked कि इनमें से कौन सा आपके winter season में होता है. तो again a little bit in-depth knowledge, this topic belongs to your agronomy concept. ठीक है, with sufficient irrigation facility present, which of the following kinds of crop ecosystem can be followed. ठीक है, again an application based. ठीक है, तो अभी तक what we have observed that in when we talk about ARD static, please keep in mind ARD static, phase 1 is direct straightforward question, while in phase 2 implement the application based questions or the indirect questions are asked. ठीक है, although you don't they would not ask you for your opinions or something like that. Okay, they would just be indirectly asking you the questions that you have prepared for phase 1. ठीक है, अब करंट अफेयर की बात करें, so this is a question from a scheme. ठीक है, तो स्कीम थी, देन उससे अब क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया which like for phase 1, if you remember the scheme that I've told you, ठीक है, बहुत straightforward direct question था, like from the options that you have to choose. ठीक है, but now in phase 2 the level of the question is increased, तो यहाँ पे question फिर भी basic है. ठीक है, that agri clinic provides support for which of the following area. So it's a very basic question, right? If you know the scheme, you know कि अच्छा इस चीज के लिए होता है. ठीक है, but what they do that instead of directly providing the options in the answer in the options, they first give you statements, and in the options they give you that combination of statement. So this makes it difficult. Like for example, if you know two about it and you're not sure about the third one, you will get stuck while answering the question, because you know that out of three statement two are correct, but you're not sure about the third one, so you will get stuck in your option. So ऐसे डिफिकल्टी लेवल ऐसे बढ़ता है. while in ARD static the difficulty level is in-depth questions. In phase 2 of ARD current affairs, the level is same only, but they modify the difficulty level in the manner that they would give you statement, and then you would have to choose from the options in the combination, what are the combination of statement that are correct. Similarly, if you look at in phase 1 how eligibility criteria was straightforward asked, but here the objectives maybe aapko, you have been given the statements and then you have been given 5 options with the combination of statements, and from there you have to identify. So difficulty level of current affairs is increased in this manner. ठीक है. Now if we talk about ESI के questions की बात करते हैं, तो because in ESI like current affairs are asked more, we will start off with that. तो यहाँ पे अगर देखो again straight forward question, ठीक है, यहाँ पे भी आपको सीधा like whatever will be the answer, it will be directly in the ऑप्शंस. ठीक है. विच फंड हैज बीन क्रिएटेड आउट ऑफ कंट्रीब्यूशन मेड बाय बैंक्स. ठीक है, अगेन डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन. एंड देन दिस वाज कि कोलैबोरेशन हुआ था, उससे आपको डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया था, वट एवर द न्यूज दैट वाज देयर. ठीक है. अब स्टैटिक की बात करें फेज 1 की, एज आई सेड नॉट एवरी ईयर द क्वेश्चंस आर ऑब्जर्व्ड इन ईएसआई स्टैटिक, सो वट एवर बी द लेटेस्ट वन आई कुड फाइंड, आई हैव एडेड इट ओवर हियर टू जस्ट टू लेट यू नो व्हाट सॉर्ट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड. ठीक है. अब जैसे इसमें कंज्यूमर प्राइस इंडेक्स से पूछ लिया है कि उसमें क्या होता है, कि कंज्यूमर प्राइस इंडेक्स में क्या होता है, व्हाट हैपेंस इन कंज्यूमर प्राइस इंडेक्स, उससे क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया. वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन. ठीक है. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज एन इंडिकेटर ऑफ रिटेल इन्फ्लेशन इन इंडिया. अगेन अ वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन. ठीक है. सो व्हाट हैज बीन ऑब्जर्व्ड, बिकॉज ईएसआई स्टैटिक हैज वेरी लेस वेटेज, सो इवन इफ द क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड इट इज वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. ठीक है. नॉट इन मच डेप्थ इज आस्क्ड, क्योंकि रेयरली क्वेश्चन आते हैं. ठीक है. Talking about now phase 2 wala portion. Of phase 2 mein again what happens, like for example description of the scheme was given and the first question was that goals of the scheme mentioned. So you are not being told the scheme name, you are just given description. Now they have asked ki, whatever scheme you have thought of that it is, tell us the objectives or the goals of it. Again it's more about the clarity of concepts that you have, where in phase 1 it's more about how much you are aware of the terms. Phase 2 talks about the clarity now you have in the concepts, a little step फॉरवर्ड. ठीक है. सेकंड इसमें देखो दोबारा उन्होंने क्या करा है, स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन दिया है एंड देन फ्रॉम द ऑप्शन यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई, ऐसे क्वेश्चन उन्होंने दिए हैं. इसके अलावा इन्होंने डिफिकल्टी लेवल, इफ यू लुक एट इट अगेन देयर इज अ पैराग्राफ फ्रॉम पीरियोडिक लेबर सर्वे एंड नाउ इफ यू लुक एट इट दिस क्वेश्चन अगेन इट्स अ लिटिल बिट इन डेप्थ. यहाँ पे जैसे एकदम पूछा गया कि 15 साल एंड अबव हैज इंक्रीज्ड और डिक्रीज्ड, राइट, यू नो वेरी इन डेप्थ लाइन है ये, कि एज पर द रिपोर्ट द ओवरऑल लेबर पार्टिसिपेशन रेट इन यूजुअल स्टेटस फॉर रूरल पर्सन ऑफ अबव 15 and above has either increased or decreased, or it has been more or less what, right? So you should have in-depth knowledge of phase of the concepts. ठीक है. phase 2 की बात करें, एक ही अभी इस साल का एक क्वेश्चन था स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन से, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज आर द सेलिएंट फीचर्स ऑफ स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन्स. ठीक है, ये क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया था ईएसआई का phase 2 में. एज आई सेड बिफोर, इन phase 1 if either none or like 1 or 2 questions are asked, but in phase 2 you will sure see either one question, but you will find 2 3 भी you can find in certain year, but one तो मिल ही जाएगा. ठीक है. तो all in all what we have come to the conclusion, now we have seen the previous year question, we have seen the syllabus and the weightage. We have come to the conclusion weightage wise that in ARD and ESI in both cases we are saying that phase 1 is direct, they care more about how much broader knowledge you have of the concepts, but when you enter phase 2 now they expect you to have the in-depth knowledge of it. ठीक है. अब थोड़े डिस्क्रिप्टिव के क्वेश्चन देख लेते हैं. ठीक है. डिस्क्रिप्टिव में if you look at it, here the question number 1 says like what are the benefits of post harvest management. ठीक है. value addition in supply chain development in horticulture, it is directly from your static. ठीक है. what are the objectives and aims of PM Vishwakarma and Swamitwa. अब वैसे तो it's very direct question because they have just directly asked you objectives and aim, they have not asked you like what solutions can you provide to problems that we are facing in Vishwakarma or limitation we are facing in Swamitwa. They have not asked, they have asked you directly, but even to answer that you have to have clarity of these schemes, then only you could have answered कि objectives and aims क्या हैं. ठीक है. This belongs to your ESI वाला portion. वैसे how does India's storage system contribute to country's agriculture and food security. तो again this it belongs to your ARD syllabus only, but it touches to your current affair. Here you could have added the government that they are doing to increase the warehouses in the country, और FCI सॉरी एफसीआई का रोल इसमें बहुत अच्छे से इसमें बताया जा सकता था. ठीक है. एंड लास्टली हाउ ग्लोबलाइजेशन हैज बेनिफिटेड इंडियन इकोनॉमी. ठीक है. तो अगेन दिस इज फ्रॉम योर ईएसआई स्टैटिक वाला कंपोनेंट. गवर्नमेंट दे केम अप विद द लिबरलाइजेशन, प्राइवेटाइजेशन, ग्लोबलाइजेशन, एलपीजी रिफॉर्म्स, एंड दिस इज वन पार्ट ऑफ ग्लोबलाइजेशन. दैट इज व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दैट ईएसआई स्टैटिक you can still be casual about it if you want to be for objective, but at least I recommend at least read once everything, because descriptive में फिर आपको दिक्कत नहीं होगी. Imagine this question question, actually it's a very straightforward simple question. But if you have not studied ESI static at all, thinking that I will just clear the cutoffs with the help of current affairs, you might have gotten stuck in the this descriptive wala portion. Okay, so be very sure about it. So what we lastly recommend, we recommend that for objective portion, objective means multiple choice questions, for the ARD part, you can refer to these topics: agronomy, soil and water conservation, farming system, irrigation, fisheries, animal husbandry, poultry, plantation, agriculture, extension and forestry. Start off with these chapters. Does it mean that you don't have to cover rest of the chapters? We are not saying so, but we are saying that from these chapters maximum questions are asked. Okay, and because static plays a major role, it would be better if you start off with the most important chapters, and if then the time permits, you can push yourself to cover other chapters also. वैसे तो I recommend cover everything, but start off with these and then move to the rest of the topics. For the multiple choice question, agar if you do this, it will help you: inflation, balance of payment, monetary and fiscal policy, growth and development, and banking institute at national international level. If you do that, your static portion will be done, but for the MCQ portion will be done, but still I would say for the descriptive portion you have to read rest of everything also. So that is all in this video. If you are interested in getting guidance for this exam, so you can click on this link and you will land to this particular website where we have provided some content for you. If you are preparing for the year 2025 or 26, we have come up with test series where just in the question answer format you will have all the chapters provided to you. We have silver course where we provide content for phase 1, phase 2 and interview, and finally we have gold course where I'm sorry, in silver we provide content for phase 2 and interview, yes, and for phase 1, phase 2 plus into we have gold courses, so you can check out that is all in this video. If you like the video, do let me know, and for more such videos subscribe to YouTube channel, and you can also join a Telegram channel to get the PDF of this and every lecture that we provide here on YouTube. Thank you everybody, and all the very best for your preparation.